Welcome back to another episode of Talk with Tay podcast. We back with another episode, and today, I really want to talk about how, first of all, where this platform started from, why I started it, what was going on during the time, and also I want to talk about how I've really been lying to myself. And I lied to other people too to protect myself. Somebody asked me if I'm good, I'ma just say yeah. And that's what I've been, that's just kind of what I've been saying for the last couple years. But truth truth is I'm not good all the time, right? But I don't wanna I feel like I walk on eggshells with, you know, I feel like I walk on eggshells with pretty much everybody in my life. So yeah, I lie to protect myself. I lie. People ask me if I'm good. Yeah, I'm straight. I'm good. Yeah, I'm good. I'm doing better. Yeah, today's a better day. And the day be fucked up. The day be fucked up, bro. But people, there's a misconception about, you know, having bad days while you're grieving, right? I don't feel safe telling people about my bad days. I really don't. I don't have somewhere to go to where I can say, man, hey, I'm fucked up today. Like I got triggered by so much shit today, right? And I still got through the day. Still got up, went to work, went to the gym, cooked myself some food, whatever, right? And it's not that the those things outweigh the good all the time, but it just weighs on you so heavy, like heavy mentally that you can't help but to face it. So I don't want to be, I'm tired of being that person that, oh, he having another bad day. Yeah. Oh, damn, you still like another bad day? Like you still dealing, you still feel like that? You still this like, yeah, man, I still feel like this all the time, bro. And that shit is so exhausting trying to fake it. So from now on, if somebody asks me if I'm good, I'm just not gonna say nothing. I'm gonna avoid that question because what if I'm not good? Then what? You know? What if I'm having a bad day? Then what? I don't feel safe telling people that. That judgment is so heavy, man. That judgment is so heavy when you tell people you having a bad day about your grief because they've seen you and they've watched you go through it for the last few years. And there's this misconception about time, right? Oh, he should be straight by now. He should have better days. It shouldn't affect him. Nah, man. Like, man, bro, people just don't get it. And that's exactly what grief does to you, bro. Like people think that you deal with grief, but grief really deals with you. Grief deals with you. It's no way around it. If you try to avoid if you try to avoid anything about it, it'll show up, bro. It'll show up loud, like very loud in your life, every area of your life. You cannot avoid what it takes to process grief. You got to let it deal with you. Now, some people are different, right? Some people may go to therapy, some people may journal, whatever that is. But you can only run from that shit for so long, man. That's why it's important that you understand that you don't deal with grief, it deals with you. You gotta sit and let that shit hit you. You gotta feel all of those emotions, bro. Because if you don't, you're gonna find yourself later down the line, you're gonna be more fucked up about it, bro. I promise you. Like, take it from me. I avoided the shit out of it until last year, right? Because I didn't feel safe. People said, "Nah, you tripping. You need therapy. You need to do something about it. You can't just do this. Your mom is mad at you for being. Your mom wouldn't want you crying, right? All of that stuff, man." But telling you, bro, you gonna wake up one day realizing that you just been running from it instead of feeling that, and it's gonna get dark. I'm telling you right now, it's going to get dark. That shit gonna be so hard, bro. But you need it though. You really need to go through that in order to get further along with it and adjust to your normal life now because of it. That's really What I want to focus on now is letting it come. Is letting it come. Grief will sit you down, strip you of everything, strip you of your peace, strip your existence. You may lose things. You may go through financial troubles, whatever it is, right? But it'll strip you and force you to deal with it the way that it's supposed to. If you avoid it, it's gonna show up later and it's gonna show up louder, like a lot louder. So that's really the thing that that's just what I've been thinking about lately because the reason why I started this platform, right? I didn't feel safe talking to nobody. I didn't have anywhere to go. I didn't expect to do this. I didn't expect to do a podcast. One day I got so fed up with that shit. One day I got so fed up with people making me feeling like I'm crazy, bro. Like I'm mentally unstable just because I'm going through pain. I was like, you know what? Fuck it. Fuck it. So I propped up my phone, man, and it was about 2 a.m. I propped up my phone and I was like, I'm about to talk to myself. Because at the end of the day, I'm alone. I'm dealing with this shit alone. Ain't no judgment in here. Like, you feel me? Ain't no judgment in this house. So I can watch this video back and understand what I'm actually saying, right? So I did that. I propped that phone up. It's about 2 a.m. and I just started talking. I didn't even have a camera at the time. I just started talking and telling the phone, the camera, right, how I felt at that in that moment. Because I've never been able to do that up until that point. This was 2024 when I started this journey. This is probably like 2 months before I actually started the podcast, right? I was tired, bro. I'm still tired, if I'm being honest, bro. You know, I just started talking, saying everything that I've been wanting to say, right? About how I feel about it. That's it. The video was probably, I don't know, like 11 minutes or something like that, right? And I chopped it up and I was just going through it, because it was some long pauses. Y'all know I process my thoughts, so it was some long pauses in there. And then I posted it on TikTok that night and I just went to sleep. But I'm going to tell you right now, man, that was the best I felt in such a long time up until that point, right? Just talking about it. I talk to myself. There's nobody in here. And then now I give it to the world. But then that's what I was doing. I was just talking to myself. Because if I don't have nobody to talk to, then what am I gonna do? I needed to let that shit out, bro. I needed, but every time I tried, it didn't work out. It never worked out for me. And then I bottled everything in more and I became quiet. I was mute. I was standoffish. I was all of this shit. And I was battling so much with this, man. Man, I'm glad that I've gotten to the point where now this is my outlet now. And it could be an outlet for others. Some people need to try this. Set your phone up and talk to yourself. Cause nobody gonna understand it. People that's grieving understand it, but we don't want to talk about this shit amongst people. We really don't. We don't want to talk to people about it. Ain't that something? We can't even talk to grieving people about it, but we know they understand, right? We talk to them on a surface level of things sometime, right? It's not really, we understand each other to the point where we know where to push it and where to cut it off each time if we talk to someone that's grieving. That's what I mean by that. And that's a good space. And that's good to have, though. That's not a bad thing. That's good to have because we understand what we're dealing with. I know what you're dealing with. I know how you feel. It's I never thought that I didn't think I would be here. I didn't think grief would do this to me, right? I didn't think grief would strip me of everything, make me lose friends, not talk to my family. People judging me every time they look at me, they see me, they judging everything, bro. All because I'm hurting though. If I would have known this, I would have stopped dealing with people a long time ago. I didn't choose grief, bro. That's the thing people don't understand. I didn't choose this shit. I don't want to be angry about this. I wish my mom was here, nigga. Like I wish my mama was here, bro. But this shit is it's turning me into the saying, right? Pain into purpose. I needed this to happen to me. I needed every single thing to happen to me in the last few years. I wouldn't be as strong as I am now if none of this happened to me. I lost my mom, lost a relationship. I stepped away from pro baseball, right? Having to grieve all of those things and people just looking at you and don't understand nothing that you're dealing with, bro. They see you being quiet, right? Oh, something wrong with him. He acting funny. No, nobody asks though. Ain't nobody asked me shit. Nobody asked me nothing. Motherfuckers was just watching, bro. Just watching me suffer, bro. I was I gained weight, nobody said nothing. You get what I'm saying? I'm sleeping all the time, nobody saying shit to me. Just watching me roll over and fade away, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like, and then people wanted to pop in here and there after 2 years. Come on, bro. I didn't got through all just about the hardest part of it. Nah, them fresh stages of it, man. I didn't got through that part now. So you feel me? Like what? Grief strips you of everything, dog. It literally deals with you in real time. Ain't no way around it though. That's the part that we have to deal with. Nobody sees it though. It's so much judgment around a grieving person. Everybody looks at me so fucking crazy now, bro. And I'm glad though. I appreciate it. I appreciate it for sure. Stay over there. Just please stay over there. Don't. Mm-mm. I'm good. I'm good. So many conversations that I'm not a part of. People speaking on me for what? That's how I know it, a lot of y'all can't handle this. I know for a fact y'all can't. That's a lot of people who can't handle this. Yeah, yeah. They thought I was just gonna, you know, they didn't think I'll make it out, man. They didn't think I was gonna make it out. You can't prepare. Grief doesn't prepare you to lose more people after losing someone. You start losing friends. Take a look at everybody in your life right now. People that you closest to, right? Let's start with friends, because then family comes, right? Let's say you got 5 people. I guarantee you, 3 of them you won't talk to after that. Mark my word, bro. The people have confirmed this. Like, I thought I was the only one dealing with this. I couldn't believe that shit. I couldn't believe people I call my brother or my best friend, sis, whatever, right? Man, I can't tell you when the last time I didn't talk to people, bro. Can't. It's a nigga I used to consider my brother, right? This was a hard one. A nigga I used to consider my brother. A nigga I used to consider my brother. He ain't called me for like a year and a half after my mom passed away, right? And he's like, bro, I ain't know what to say. Like my girl at the time, she had just lost her dad. I understand that. I'm not. This is not really to bash anybody. I'm not doing that. I'm just telling you how it is, right? He said, I ain't know what to say. Shit, at that point, I ain't even give a fuck. And slowly but surely, though, right? That person was fading away more and more and more and more. And now I can't even look at people the same no more. I can't even look at them the same no more. But you know what's so funny about that? This person, along with a few others, right? I often catch them creeping my podcast page. I've caught them on multiple times, right? Liking and accidentally, liking and unliking a lot of my content. Even that little repost button, I've caught them reposting it, and then you look like this would be random as hell, right? Like I remember one time it was like 2 a.m. I'm on Instagram and I seen somebody repost one of my videos, right? And I'm just looking on Instagram, like refreshing the screen and shit. I refreshed it. It was no longer there. The like wasn't there, nothing. You know what I mean? So people will watch you go through it just to see if you make it out. Yeah, people will watch you grieve just to see if you going to see how you going to deal with it. I don't want nobody calling me when their time comes. I'm be honest with you. From afar, I love you. I love you. Everybody, I love y'all. But don't call me. For real. I can't believe I spent so many years, man, looking out for people, showing love, giving my last to motherfuckers. And this, I couldn't get, you feel me? Ain't nobody show up for me the way I needed you to show up for me instead of the way you thought. There's a lot of stuff I could talk about, like betrayal at its finest, bro. Betrayal at its finest. I remember probably like 2 weeks before my mom died, right? It was 2 weeks before my mom died. Communication between me and my family was a little off. I got upset because at this point, everybody know, right, what was about to happen. I got upset. I said, man, can we you feel me? I'm talking to my siblings at the time, right? I'm like, man, can we do better? We need to do better with this communication. I'm all the way out here. All y'all motherfuckers at home watching this shit, bro. I need to know what's going on, bro. At least something. Next thing you know, oh, Tavon mad again. I was on three-way with my brother, and he put my other sibling on the phone. They laughing, jokingly laughing, right? Laughing it off. Man, Tavon mad. Man, why Tay mad? Why Tay mad? Jeez, well, you seen that text he sent me? It's my family, bro. This my blood saying all of this shit. I'm mad because mama about to die. Ain't nobody talking to me about it. Everybody else talking though. But but that makes me angry. That makes me a mad person, right? That's how people view me now. Every single thing, every interaction, every relationship over the past few years, that's how people view me now. the mad person. Am I mad or am I just hurting? I'm grieving. Everybody that always got some shit to say ain't never lost nothing. Ain't been through shit. I didn't my nigga, listen. I didn't been through it all, bro. I didn't I grew up in the streets. I didn't been homeless. I didn't been shot at. I didn't been hungry. I didn't slept in cars. This shit a, a million times worse than any pain that I've ever experienced in my life. Of course I'm gonna be angry. But this really showed me that how much people actually love you. When you go through the hardest times of your life, be prepared. Be prepared. When you lose someone, when you have to grieve a parent or somebody close to you, be prepared for everybody to walk away. I'm not exaggerating. I'm dead ass serious. Be prepared for everybody to walk away. I wasn't. I'm warning you now. I was not prepared. I was not prepared to not talk to my family. I was not prepared to talk to some of my closest friends from childhood. I was not prepared for my girlfriend at the time to call me crazy, call me whatever, right? Tell me I'm tripping, tell me I need to get over it. I wasn't prepared for that shit. You know what that'll do to you? It'll change you, dog. It'll change you for real. Be prepared for real, man. Be prepared. Cause it's gonna hit you and you're gonna be looking like, damn, you? Like, nah, not you. I didn't expect you to do this. Yeah. That person that's in your life that you feel like that's your peoples, right? That's your dog, right? They ride with you. They done been through whatever with you. This ain't the case for everybody. I'm not saying it's gonna happen to every single body, but just pay attention, bro. Pay attention. I never imagined life being like this without my mother, right? Why did my mom have to pass away for me to see the true colors of everything that was in my life? That lets me know, right? Sometimes I think, damn, was I supposed to see this sooner or did it happen when it was supposed to happen, right? Did this have to happen in order for me to get here? Yes, this had to happen. I get mad at myself sometimes. I go back and forth because I'm like, damn, I saw the signs, right? You see the signs in everything in your life that you need to deal with, right? People that you shouldn't be around no more. Friends that's not really friends. People don't show up for you like you show up for them. You see all of that shit early, but you still try. And then when you get to your lowest, everything comes to light. Everything comes to light. And you feel so stupid, man. You feel so hopeless. It's hard to shake back from this. It's hard to shake back from betrayal after grief. Nobody really talk about the real shit about it. You become a mockery to people. Oh, he talking about it again. Oh, he must be having a bad day. Come on, bro. That's why now I stay far the fuck away from motherfuckers. I don't want to be around y'all. That's cool though. I'm doing what I have to do to get through this. And this is helping. Being with y'all, talking to the world, helping somebody is helping me. I never thought that God would put me on a path like this lonely. to walk in my purpose, man. It's a beautiful thing and it's a very hurtful thing at the same time. Everybody ain't gonna go with you. And I'm leaving everybody. I don't give a fuck. I'm leaving everybody. Cause now you gotta watch me from afar now. I can't allow that type of hurt anymore. I can't allow somebody to hurt me that much. My mother's death did it already. Was the nail in the coffin for real. I don't think I could feel anything. I don't think I could feel my mother's death and my last relationship really put that numbness around my heart for sure. My mama did it though. It was mama for sure. That sealed the deal. But then when I put things in perspective, right, about my last relationship, having to grieve that, I was like, damn, woo, like damn. But it had to happen though. It had to happen that way. I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be walking in my purpose. Who knows how long it would have taken me to truly walk in this purpose, right? To step into it, to not dim my light no more, to become stronger, to do all of the things that I said I wanted to do right before my mother passed. When she passed, all of those things started happening. When my mother passed, everything, everything that I said I always wanted to do slowly started to happening, right? That's what your purpose is. I just finished something a few weeks ago, man. Bro, it's hard to even understand the capacity of what I'm a part of when it comes to that. And I won't speak on it now, but wow, I haven't even like it hasn't even settled in yet because I'm still adjusting. I'm still learning how to, be joyful about things in my life, man. That's such a hard thing to deal with, bro. That's such a fucking hard thing to deal with. If I was to tell you what I've been doing, right? You'll be like what? Like that's you feel me? That's hard. Like that's what's up. But sometimes it feel like that. It feel like it don't feel like shit for real, man. Even though you know it's something great, right? You know it's something that you wanted to do, something that you've accomplished in life. But grief will make that shit feel like you didn't do anything. That's how I feel about majority of things that I accomplish now. And I don't know if this is a thing, if this is a phase or if it's just always going to be like that in certain ways. I think it's always going to be like that in certain ways, right? You can't truly enjoy everything that you do now. But man, I'm just, I'm really just blessed to be here right now, regardless of how, regardless. I'm truly like I'm thankful to be here. Thankful to be, feel me, at home recording this podcast. Like grief has just made me so grateful for the things that I never thought I didn't really think much of. And I'm glad it happened because now you know, I get to sit with myself more about everything that's happened to me. And I'm glad that I can be an outlet to others now. A lot of this has to do with, you know, who I was as a child. I was a kid that never shut the fuck up. I was bad as fuck. I talk back to my mama. Yeah, I talk back to her. I talk back to my pops. I talk back to everybody because I was curious, right? I didn't understand why I had to shut up or why I couldn't say nothing or why I couldn't ask questions. That's when I knew I would be different. In school, I was the same thing. I would challenge my teachers and just clown, right? Just laugh because a lot of times I was really right about a lot of things that I used to ask, like, but they would tell me, no, you need to be quiet. Like, you can't ask that. No, I don't need to be quiet. And that's gotten me in a lot of trouble as a child, right? But I knew that it would take me further in life just by being so outspoken. A kid from the projects, right? That wasn't normal. That wasn't normal. I remember my grandma told me before my grandma passed, she said, mm, before my grandma passed, I was out of school for the year. She told me, before she leave this earth, that she wanted to see me on TV. She wanted to be alive to see me on TV. Now at that time, I didn't understand what she meant by that, right? She was so encouraging of me going to college and playing ball. And at the time, I wanted to be on TV. I wanted to act, which I'm an actor now, but she was like, she hopes she here to see me be on TV. And then 3 weeks later, bro. See, I never talked about this either, bro. That year I was out of school. I had surgery on my arm from playing baseball. I was fed up, man. I lost hope. It's 2018. I lost hope. I was in my room, just mad at the world. Just mad at the world. She came, she was screaming my name, telling me to come downstairs so she could, so she could see me. I ignored her. I was like, I'll see her another time. She would come over, see me and my mom, my brothers. She would come over, all the time. You know what I mean? She stayed like 20 minutes out, but she would pull up. I was like, no, I'll see her another time. I don't feel like being bothered, nigga. I never thought that that'd be the last time I'll see her, bro. I just knew that I was gonna see her tomorrow. I just knew she was gonna pick me up and I was gonna ride to the gas station with her, liquor store, whatever, help her carry this, little snacks in and shit. I just knew it. I knew it was coming. I was just mad that day. I'm sorry, grandma. I'm sorry, grandma. I was just mad that day. And she left, man. 2 days later, she was in the hospital. They say it was pneumonia. She had blockage in her heart. My last image of her, man. I don't know. I'm not sure why the nurses or whoever let us see her in that state. She had these tubes hooked up all on her and shit. It's almost like she had a muzzle on her or something, bro. She couldn't even breathe, bro. Tubes all up her nose, everything. And she just looking at us like she's shaking, like she was checking out, bro. A few hours later, she was gone. I think that was I think that was the last my grandmother's death. I think that was when my mother gave up for sure. I had to watch my mom grieve her mom. I ain't never wanted to take some pain away from somebody ever in my life like I did my mom that during that time. I never seen my mama like that. But I understand. I understand. It changed her. She didn't really care no more after, my grandma died. And here I am. I still feel guilty for not coming out that room when she was calling me, like thinking I would see her the next day. Nah, that shit still bothering me, bro. I ain't never talked about that. What if I would have came out that room? What if I would have saw my grandma that day? Would she still be here? Would she still be here? I think about that all the time. I was so hurt. I was so discouraged because I wasn't in school. I wasn't playing ball. I couldn't work or nothing. I'm walking around with this fat cast all on my arm. I was mad, man. I'm sorry, grandma. I was mad. I was upset. I seen you all the time when I was home. I didn't think one day would change everything. I didn't think that. And watching my mama go through that shit, man. I saw how much it changed her. She didn't talk as much after that. And that was yeah, bro. I still ain't really grieved my grandma either, for real. I still ain't grieved her yet. Grandma, I'm sorry. Sorry I ain't come and see you. Sorry I ain't come downstairs and see you that day. You was calling my name multiple times. You was getting on my ass too, telling me I better come down there. And I never came down there, man. But for you to tell me that you wanted to see me on TV before you passed, is still trying to find meaning in that because now I'm on TV and neither one of y'all are here to see it. This is what I'm talking about though. Like, I be needing to get this shit. I be needing to get this shit out, bro. Like, I'm human, dog, and people made me feel like I was just a nigga that was tripping. Shout out to my nigga Mike Beasley, man. Said, that's a prime example right there. People just not listening, not action, not really caring, bro. I feel that man 100% when he talk, when he speak. This is what that shit look like, bro. This is what it look like. Ain't nobody asking. They just judging you. They not asking how you feel. They just seeing you. Oh nah. That's it. That's all they doing. We getting through it, man. We getting through this shit, bro. We getting through it. I needed that. I needed that today. I needed that cry, nigga. I needed that shit. It was necessary. It's been on my heart for so long to talk about my grandma in ways, man. I ain't got a chance. I haven't had the chance to. Yeah, man. I just still here, man. I'm still fighting. I'm still putting on. Still using my voice as you never know. You just never know what people going through. You think you got it hard until you see somebody who got it harder. As long as I can help one person, bro, that's all. That's all that matters to me, man. So yeah, man, I appreciate y'all, for rocking with me still. We about to wrap this episode up, man, and I'm gonna see y'all on the next one for sure.